The Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock in Daniel Jeremiah's latest mock draft. So who do you think Pittsburgh, who do you think the black and yellow are going to end up taking at number 24? They're going to go offensive tackle Teven Jenkins from Oklahoma State. The Steelers, in my opinion, want to go back to being this tough-nosed team. If you know anybody from Pittsburgh, they take very high predication on being a very tough football team. That's what Teven Jenkins is. He might be one of the meanest dudes in this year's draft. Sure, he's going to play right tackle for Pittsburgh, and a lot of people might be sitting there saying, well, I think they actually need a left tackle because Alejandro Villanueva, he's still out on the free agent market. But Jenkins would really be able to help this offensive line. There's no doubt about it. He is an absolute dominant run blocker, and he needs to get better in the passing game. But if he really fills out a little bit more and really can live up to what he could potentially be, I'm going to believe that he could be one of the better tackles in the entire league. 6'6", 332 pounds from Topeka, Kansas. 39 starts underneath his belt, which is a really hard thing to be able to find, especially in today's college football world. But 39 career starts. It's impressive. So why did Daniel Jeremiah think Jenkins to the Steelers made sense? Here's what he said in his article. The Steelers would have their choice at the top running back here, but I think upgrading the offensive line will be the first order of business. So that's pretty important because you don't have James Conner back. So in this idea, he decided to pass on somebody like a Najee Harris, decided to pass on somebody like a Travis Etienne, and instead go with the top offensive tackle still left on the board. So let's say this deal does end up happening. Here's what the Steelers' offensive line looks like. Realistically, minus the Castro, it's a whole bunch of question marks. And I wouldn't want to have a whole bunch of question marks considering the fact that Ben Roethlisberger is going to be my quarterback, who at this point in his career is one of the more immobile quarterbacks, there's no doubt about it. And the fact that I don't really know how many years that he has left, and considering the fact that the Steelers also absolutely fell apart last year, I mean, think about it. We were talking about the Steelers being undefeated and potentially going undefeated. I believe they were 11-0. They finished the year, 11-5. When you have that much of a fall off, a lot of buzzards need to start going off. One of the biggest reasons was this. Ben Roethlisberger looked washed up. So if you're trying to be able to protect him, Teven Jenkins is a pretty interesting player in order to do that. So be honest with me here. Did you like the Steelers taking Jenkins? Why for yes? Or I do want you to type your N for no. I know there's going to be a lot of people that probably type that N for no because you're like, well, you could have gone at the running back position. Or maybe you could have gone another position on defense, right? I mean, you don't have Steven Nelson anymore. But, and this is a big but, if you don't have a solid running game, would it be more to do with you not having a right tackle? Or could it be a little bit more with the fact that you don't have somebody being able to run the football? Let me know. Do you like the Steelers taking Teven Jenkins? Why for yes or N for no?